Chapter.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Come get your justice!
Unlimited justice!
We need something like Peacemaker. Eat peace! Anyway, welcome back to Unlimited Justice, the Justice League, the Justice Society podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always,
Blind Justice herself, Lilith Hellfire.
I'd say Vengeance, but Vengeance is dead.
Unfortunately.
We ran that
For now.
We ran that into the ground. We ran that into the ground for 3 hours. I get it.
From the guy at the very end, I haven't been. She's like, "Damn, I effed up bad."
Oh, your parents messed you up. You have no idea. All right, so yes, today we're going to be wrapping up Crisis on Earth Prime, and then talking some new stuff like Justice League and versus Legion of Superheroes #2, and Trial of the Amazons came out. So, is it a good time to be? Is it a good time to be a Justice fan, Lil?
Not really, considering they're killing the Justice League, so. And Aquaman and the Flash are teaming up in some kind of weird way. It's not a good time to be a Justice League fan.
Oh, yeah, we got to talk about that. Aquaman team-up king for some reason all of a sudden.
Let's get to the good classic stuff first, though.
All right, yes. So, Justice League it all ends in Justice League of America 209 from December 1982.
Still not born. It's okay.
While not interior covers, the cover artist is George Perez.
I like that.
What?
George Perez.
Yeah, gotta draw the kids in. Let's get a
Exactly.
Perez cover. So yes, Crisis on Earth Prime, Book 5. Let old acquaintances be forgot.
Yes, please.
So, writer, friend of the show, Jerry Conway. That's right, friend of the show. Suck it, Ray.
This is Jerry Conway, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Oh my God, he mentioned
He's got
Jerry.
Jed McKay in his back pocket. I don't even want to talk.
So do we. Oh my God, he mentioned Jerry Conway the one day, and he didn't credit us. So sorry. He's not going to hear this.
He might. It's no Batman. This is a Batman-free zone, buddy.
I told you. I think he's just
For a
scared that he.
while.
Think he's scared he might hear Batman. So
He's not gonna hear this.
penciler Don Heck. Oh, and inker Don Heck.
Ooh, nice.
Colorist Carl Gafford, letterer Ben Oda, and editor Len Wein.
Okay, we got the gang all here.
That's right. All right, kids. Remember, we're jumping Earth, we're jumping time. So.
Ooh, it's confusing. Get your red string out, kids. Your red string and your note cards.
At the White House in Washington, D.C., January 1942, on Earth 2, 9 mystery men and women, Aquaman, Dr. Fate, Hawkman, the Huntress, Johnny Quick, Liberty Bell, Robot Man, Starman, and Superman arrive at the White House. Arrive at the White House and recap their encounters with the members of the crime syndicate for FDR and Harry Hopkins.
Hopkins?
In case you didn't read parts 1 through 4. So far, 24 of the 27 Russian-made ICBMs stolen from Cuba in 1960.
Intercontinental ballistic missiles.
Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Okay.
I don't know. It just feels apropos at this point.
Exactly. But yeah, stolen from Cuba in 1962 on Earth Prime by the crime syndicate are now accounted for. Hawkman reattaches Robot Man's severed arm while describing the nightmare version of New York in 1982 on Earth 2 that his JLA team witnessed firsthand. Dr. Fate mystically displays the even more nightmarish version of 1982 on Earth Prime that his JSA team had traversed.
It's RoboCop, baby.
The Terminator. All right, so in Geneva, Switzerland, Commander Steel, Firestorm, and Power Girl fly onto the scene, searching for the missiles. Shut up, Will. With Firestorm providing a large radiation detector along with Power Girl's super senses.
What, she can tell when it's raining?
Oh my!
That was a Mean Girls reference. I'm sorry.
She can't see her feet. No, no dice. The warheads must be well shielded. They land and the local mayor flips out. There's suddenly machine gun fire bouncing off Steel, knocking him backward through a shop window. A 1982 Tech heat-seeking missile is fired at Power Girl, who disdainfully interrupts it with a flying punch. No.
I mean, it's no right hook, but what are you gonna do?
That's right. There's no Sal Buscema special. That Firestorm demolishes the concealment from which at least 5 Degaton commandos are shooting at the good guys with futuristic weapons. Then he evaporates their bullets right out of the air. Power Girl from Earth 2 figures the main missiles to be in a nearby clock tower, goes there and gets ambushed by Johnny Quick from Earth 3.
With a name like Quick, you wouldn't expect
Hey-o. Oh, no. And again,
Here
kids, it's
we
not
go.
Earth 2 Johnny Quick, it's Earth 3 Johnny Quick.
Give him the old Osborne sad whistle.
Oh my. They fight and Quick wins, at least well enough to escape. Meanwhile, Steel from Earth 2 trounces most of the troopers, while Firestorm from Earth 1 flies into the clock tower and into the launch control room, arriving just as Johnny Quick from Earth 3 is turning against his erstwhile Degaton allies. Accidentally or on purpose, one Degaton trooper hits the launch switch. Quick attempts to flee the continent. Firestorm catches him in a big vise and squeezes him unconscious. Whoa! Where are they? At Lilith's house?
Talk about a deadly bear hug. Jeez.
Hey-o. That's when the missiles take off. Commander Steel has already grabbed one rocket before it even launched and is already prying apart its outer skin. Power Girl is doing a faster and more extreme version of the same thing to her missile, and Firestorm destroys the third.
Check out that panel.
Hey-o. They soon join all the others at the White House. From tracing the microwave signals controlling Degaton's satellite, Superman pinpoints Per Degaton's HQ at the future site of the Pentagon building. Dr. Fate states his misgivings about creating time paradoxes.
Oh, throw it in.
Oh, time
You got
paradox.
a speedster there. They love making love. They love making sweet, sweet love to the timeline.
Oh yeah, oldie but a goodie.
And you get to screw over in an alternate universe and to boot. Hell
yeah. Where's my sweet, sweet love to the timeline?
Well, that one hasn't been used in forever because we stopped talking about the Flash.
You get a vibrating hand, and you get a vibrating hand.
Close
Making
enough.
sweet, sweet love to the timeline.
Hey, hell, Bart and Nora are making sweet,
I was
sweet
gonna
love
say,
to the
yeah,
timeline
now's
this
the next
week.
generation.
Be making sweet, sweet love to the timeline.
I mean, Bart definitely was trying to make sweet, sweet love to the timeline.
Hell.
Meanwhile, and elsewhere, Professor Z and Everson are meeting with Firebrand, Green Lantern, and Zatanna. Lantern tells Z in 1942 that in 1947, his assistant Per Degaton will somehow get his hands on Z's time machine and use it to kill millions. Z plays along and shows them his very unfinished prototype Time Ray.
Me, Barry.
His Time Ray, which Green Lantern and Zatanna are able to get working with no trouble at all.
Remember when Zatanna showed up on a monthly basis? I do.
Mm-hmm. Oh my. With the push of a button, three. Damn it, Ray. He's in our heads again. With a push of a button, 3 time displaced superheroes are sent from New York City, 1942, to Earth 2 to Cuba, 1962, Earth Prime. So we jumped
Yikes.
20 years and 1 Earth. There and then, they observed that so far the ICBMs are being dismantled and shipped to the waiting freighters at Havana Harbor, which is how it happened in the history that Alan and Z remember.
Cuban Missile
Missile crisis.
Crisis. Told you. Yeah, he's definitely a history buff.
So whether or not it's a good idea to change history from one altered state to another, they're ready to take action when the crime syndicate arrives on the scene in a time vortex. Green Lantern
Worst of all, time vortex. Ugh.
Green Lantern stuns Ultraman and Superwoman. Zatanna crashes Johnny Quick into Owlman. Hell, then Green Lantern
Neither
Green
of them
Lantern.
minded.
Okay, listen to this sentence. Green Lantern out Power Ring's Power Ring in a willpower contest.
He won a contest. I think he cheated though.
What was your over under this episode, kids?
I'm gonna shoot for 10.
What?
I'm gonna shoot for 10.
Okay. Not meanwhile, but elsewhere in Northern Virginia in 1942 on Earth 2, all 12 superheroes from the White House briefing are flying in to attack Degaton's secret headquarters. They completely...
Here they come to save the day!
Super friends! They completely rout all of Degaton's troops and capture Degaton himself. Off to one side, unseen, Owlman from Earth 3 observes this and quietly gloats until he abruptly encounters the Huntress, who is a far better fighter than himself.
Yeah, she's gonna F you up, man. She's gonna F you up real bad.
Put a crossbow bolt through your head. Down he goes.
Cat fight, Jerry. Cat fight.
Okay, so yes, he is the opposite of Batman because down he goes.
Ooh.
Degaton almost escapes, but Zatanna intercepts him at the time machine and depletes his oxygen for a knockout. Oh my! Oh, she choked him out.
Ew.
Ew. Damn it, where's my oh, is that the other page? You have so many damn pages, little Hellfire.
Choke that chicken! Nice.
Firebrand does. What?
Semen!
Firebrand does and says almost nothing. Green Lantern and Zatanna then combine their powers to send these 6 villains back to their proper times and places. History reshapes itself into a more familiar pattern. Zatanna notices that her memory is fading, then forgets about that. In 1942 on Earth 2, Degaton also disappears along with his troopers. Then all the good guys disappear also and are already forgetting that they were even there because as things stand
like it
now...
never even happened.
Now they weren't there at all. Yes. In New York City in 1942 on Earth 2, Commander Steel, Firebrand, Johnny Quick, Liberty Bell, and Robot Man are at the front door of the Justice Society's HQ. In New York in 1947 on Earth 2, Degaton and Malachi Z have a familiar conversation. In limbo, outside of time and space between dimensions, the crime syndicate sit very quietly in their green sphere.
Yeah, green sphere, huh?
Ayo. In the JLA satellite in 1982 over Earth 1, the transmatter cube activates and brings in Dr. Fate, Green Lantern, the Huntress, Power Girl, and Starman from Earth 2. None of them remembers any part of this multiversal crisis. So again, they're like, oh, hey, isn't it great? Nothing happened this year again?
Yeah, that's brutal.
God. All right, Lilith. Crisis on Earth Prime was your idea. What did you think?
No, it's kind of a trip to see how they dealt with it back then versus how they dealt with it like when we were growing up versus how they don't even attempt it now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's weird.
Modern comics would never. You would remember this whole thing.
Yeah, it all happened. It all mattered.
Or if they forget, it would create a new villain or something, you know.
Oh, a psycho pirate was like, it was me, Barry.
Time trapper.
Listen, it's always psycho pirate. He remembers everything. He forgets nothing.
And then, but now he's like doing a health scandal, a healthcare scandal.
I
Yeah.
mean, really, honestly, if you want to make money, that's where it's at.
Exactly. Well, that's what they did. Then they're like, oh yeah, the mayor's going to pump money into this, and we'll just steal it.
Oh,
Psycho pirates all
you
over.
gotta have the renewal fund, you know,
True.
the
The
gift
rich
that
man
keeps on
scam.
giving.
But no, I like this. This was the first time I read this story. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a little complicated and convoluted, but at the same time, still a hell of a lot of fun.
Oh
Lots of
yeah,
punching, lots of like mismatching and teaming up and stuff. It's great. He had a very good handle on how to handle a team, and I think that is key if you're gonna write a Justice League or Justice Society book. You can't just focus on two characters.
oh yeah.
Goodness.
Did you say Black Adam and Naomi? What?
Ugh. Wolf.
But yeah, I know. I mean, again, there was other writers on All Star Squadron, but I mean, yeah, I mean, Conway did a good job. This could have been a complete mess. I mean, you had how many teams? You had how many characters?
Timelines? How many Earths?
Exactly. This could have been a complete cluster F, and it wasn't.
A nerd herd is the clean version of a cluster frack.
Okay, Bird Herd. Okay,
Yeah. I don't know who told me that, but I liked it, so I just kept that in the back of my head.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say TikTok told you that.
No, this is
No?
years ago. It was
Okay.
like a comic book convention.
Oh, okay.
I think it was.
I've done.
I think it was because of Chuck. I believe is why they used that reference.
Okay.
The TV show Chuck, starring the future Black Shazam.
Shazam.
Who should really be Captain Marvel, but it's fine.
Again, even if they can get away with it, do you want to remind people about the competition, especially in those movies? They're like, hey, remember our competition?
This might be a controversial opinion, but Shazam is the best movie in the DCEU, and I will die on that hill.
I mean,
especially if you want to talk about family-friendly, good messages.
Yeah,
it's the best movie.
I was gonna say I wouldn't argue with you. I don't know about the best, but it's up there. It's one of their better ones. That's what I've been saying for a while. That the first Wonder Woman.
Aquaman's top 5, but the competition isn't that high. So
Aquaman
for money wise though, Aquaman is like the quickest and biggest moneymaker, I think.
Yeah, were they just playing off name recognition? Momoa.
I really went for Willem Dafoe, but that's Patrick. I didn't really even show it for Jason, if I'm being honest.
So. Okay, but I know some people probably do. And I was gonna say, does Amber Heard put people in seats or no?
Well, considering that wetsuit didn't really have a zipper that went down far enough, not really. She didn't even speak in that movie, did she?
What?
She had like 6 lines. Come on.
Well, I guess she wasn't there to speak, Lil.
I guess. I mean, Nicole Kidman actually was way better of a character than her character. But, one day when we review what used to be the DCEU, that'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Oh, yeah. We can do that one day, yeah. Review.
Once it's no more and they've restarted, I definitely want to go back and look at it. But we'll have to start with Man of Steel.
I mean, we don't have to go in order if you don't want.
No, we have to go in order because there's an evolution to it, clearly.
True.
Clearly.
Maybe when we get through the animated series, maybe?
No, because I definitely want to go do like Brave and the Bold or something like that after we get done
with
Justice League Unlimited.
We could all. Do you want to do like one movie between each season or something?
Ooh, yeah, okay, I could go for that. That'll give us a good palate cleanser.
Yeah, but do you want to? I was gonna say the animated series is better.
Of course it is.
Yeah. All right. Should we get to the new stuff?
Yes, let's get into some new stuff.
What you want to
talk? We'll go with the obvious. We'll start with the obvious one first. It actually has Justice League in the title.
What?
We'll start with the one that has actual Justice League in the title.
Spend this.
This is issue 2 of Justice League versus the Legion of Superheroes.
So is this late or is this supposed to come out every 2 months? Because we got the first issue in January.
I think because they how they effed up the regular Justice League book, it was probably late.
Okay.
But I would be down for every 2.
Spend this.
I'm just saying, not for nothing. I mean, it is only a $4 book, but if I wasn't doing this podcast, would I really be reading it? Probably not.
Yeah.
And that's no shade to Scott Godaleski's artwork. I think that's the best thing about the book. I really did enjoy the cover this month.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If there's one thing I can't complain about, it's the art in this book. Yeah.
Bendis wasn't actually that Bendisy, and I like that we're talking about, Brainiac 5 and the Gold Lantern. Like, he's doing kind of a deep cut on that one, and I like that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, what did you think about the origin of the Gold Lantern?
It's weird, it's kooky, it's Bendis.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to sum it up. That's exactly how I would sum it up. It's not bad. It's not original, but it's fun. At least he's getting back to having fun writing. I feel like for a while he was kind of stuck in a rut. I think he did really bite off more than he could chew with Superman, because that's just Superman's so iconic, and you can't just Bendis your way through Superman and have fans love you for it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think he said he had a plan, but I don't think his plan was great.
I don't think after they really realized that Rogozar wasn't well received, they probably did give him a crap ton of editor notes and tell him, they kind of reined him in.
I don't know if his plan.
Let's try you on another book until we see what fits. And I think honestly, not the Justice League book, but this book is more his style, because there's not as much pressure, as many beloved characters and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Superman. Like I said it before. I think it was like he didn't want to write Superman. Almost, it's like he wrote
crumbled under the pressure. We're just gonna be real about it.
He wanted to write everyone around Superman,
except for Lois and his son, but it's fine.
Well, no, he put John in Legion and stuff. So
okay, listen.
And he had to age him up.
It's just really rude, because the fans fought so hard for that marriage and that kid. And to just do that in a main Superman book, everybody was going along enjoying it just fine, and here comes Bendis. That's why, I kind of want to go back to the rigid status quo every now and then. It's certain things you just can't do. This is not everything is the ultimate universe in every single comic book company now, and I kind of hate it now.
I know.
People, you just wake up and there's a new creative team and they're doing something new. They don't have to follow the established canon for the most part anymore, and it just, I don't know, it irks me a little bit.
Well, you said it last night. A lot of people don't like writing for small kids.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Those kids ain't got no money. It's their parents, the nerds, that have the money. So
I know, but I mean, just you're writing characters who are kids too. Yeah,
absolutely not TV. Nobody likes it unless you write Euphoria, which they really should be in college. That's a whole nother issue.
Well, again, in comics too, it's you really can't you can't really age up the kids too much, and then if you do, it's oh hey.
When they aged up John, I said, excuse me, at least age up Damian so he can get the hell out of Wayne Manor.
Well, he's
the only kid I want aged up. Get him out of here.
He kind of still is on it, out of Wayne.
He's been 13 for how long? Oh no, 11.
He went 13? I think he went for when he first appeared. He was 10 or 11. Then they aged 10. Him up to 13, and that's where he's been sitting. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He is 13. I didn't imagine that. That's fine.
Yeah. No.
But no, I think this book is okay. I think it's a perfect vehicle for Bendis. I think he's still finding his footing. I think he needs to inject a little more humor. But I think that the plot and the mysteries seem to be going pretty well for a Bendis story, and I think that he does shine when it comes to character moments. I will give him that. When they finally stop asking questions and the characters get to be the characters, they do have their moments.
I know, exactly.
So yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought this was going to be an absolute train wreck, and it hasn't happened yet. I was really nervous about this book, honestly. Again,
I wonder if it helps to have him focused, where it's okay, you have 6 issues. Keep it to 6 issues, and
give him the old Kevin Smith treatment.
Because I think with Bendis sometimes it's if he just has if
it's an ongoing story, it will ramble, it will sprawl. He is definitely from the school of George R.R. Martin of long storytelling. I mean that in the best way, but sometimes you just gotta write the damn book and get it out. Huh, George?
Oh my.
# never forgive, never forget.
But and of course we still have our moments with Black Adam and Queen Naomi.
Yeah, it is what it is at that point. I'm kind of resigned to that.
Yeah.
So that's just a given.
Well, we know who we're pandering to because you look at this issue. You got a ad for the Naomi comic. You have an ad for the Naomi TV show. It's like, yeah, we know we're
Make the TV show better if you're gonna pander.
pick up the pace. I said there's potential here, but just pick up the pace.
I mean, I've literally never seen this least amount of drama on a CW show ever. Everybody loves each other. It is like, what the F is going on? Give me the drama. They're teenagers. I think they're all pod people is the plot point, and that's what we're going to find out in this season finale.
I know even when they try to manufacture drama, it's like too nice of a drama. It's like too nice. It's like, we don't like me. I don't like you. We all both like Naomi. Okay, let's be friends.
That's just literally not how it works.
I know.
Ugh.
It's just like, I mean, they gave you a
I
little
think
bit.
the show be better binged, so you can just fast forward through something.
I mean, they gave a little bit of background this last week, but I'm like, I think we're doing 13.
She has powers. I mean, come on. That's what we came to see.
It was like the other guy, and it's like, oh, hey, it was kind of like a flashback thing for Earth.
And the you know, the
29.
Thangorian's too old for her, so I can't ship that. None of the guys that are around her I want to ship her with, so it's just like, this is not your typical CW show.
And this week was episode 7 already. I think we're only doing 13, so it's.
Was that the season finale, mid-season finale then? Or have we already had that? Have they gone on a break?
No,
yet?
I think they took a few weeks off for the Olympics. I think we kind of already did that. Well, next week they're off, and then they're coming back in 2 weeks. So.
Okay, yeah, that's probably the mid-season finale. I mean, the way that the pandemic has shifted TV, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like kind of hard to say now. Where it used to be more predictable, like you take your Christmas break and then you take your February sweeps break. I mean, you come back for February and then you take another break and then you roll into the finale. And we're kind of just starting to see that get back on track now. So,
I mean, between COVID and then everyone and their mother took like 3 weeks off for the Olympics. So
yeah. All I have to say is ski ballet, chef's kiss.
Oh my!
Winter Olympics are really crazy and kooky, but I prefer X Games because I'm a rebel. But something to still say about the classic Winter Olympics.
In the words of Charlie Esther, who cares unless it's figure skating?
Well, true. Figure skating is the moneymaker, the draw. But it's not even cool anymore. Like, it's very boring now. There's no, Nancy Kerrigan's, no Tanya Harding's.
No drama.
I mean, all the routines are pretty bland because they banned that one lady who could do backflips.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's very boring and ho-hum now. It's not what it used to be. The 90s is where everything peaked and we're all just coming down from the 90s. That is my theory. And I'm sticking to it.
That's an interesting artistic choice.
Speaking of artistic choices, let's talk about Trial of the Amazons.
Yes, number 1.
Although you should also be reading Newbie and the Amazons. We're at issue number 6. It is fantastic. A great time to jump in. There's a murder mystery to be solved. Just saying.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Maybe just picking up all the other books just for this crossover. But yeah, So I didn't know part 1 and part 2 was out because Trial of the Amazons 1 was out, and I guess Nubia and the Amazons number 6 was out already. So it's I'll go pick it up. Yeah.
Yeah, that story is really great. But this story is pretty cool too. Doom's doorway though, it's just kind of like, ooh, you sure you want to use that word?
Yeah, true. So Nubia and the Amazons only got 1 part in this crossover because the regular Wonder Woman book gets 2. You got Trial of the Amazons Wonder Girl.
She's busy doing her own thing. And I'm going to tell you, like I said, Nubia and the Amazons is a very interesting book. It's very the way that Diana used to be written. Like, I don't think Diana has a good characterization anymore. Like, they've killed her. They've done everything they can do with her. And she just feels like an empty shell of herself. Nubia has personality. She has fun. She has quips. But she also has this huge, ginormous pressure, again, because Diana and Hippolyta are off doing God knows what with God knows who, and it's kind of left to her, leave it to a black woman to clean up everybody's mess. That's the vibes. I can relate. So it's just, I don't know. I like the book.
I mean, everything I've read about her, I like. It's like...
And you get more of the other Amazons, too, which is really freaking cool. We hardly ever got that. So...
And I mean, it looks like they've already said, after Death of the Justice League, we're gonna get like that 5G Justice League.
Why?
And I'm just like,
it's like, I get it. You said you weren't doing it because you don't want Dan DiDio to sue you, but we're literally still going forward with everything that Dan DiDio wanted to do.
I wonder if we're going to set it up too. So once the Justice League comes back in whatever version, it's like, is this not 5G Justice League going to be like Young Justice 2.0 or something?
I hope not, because we already have Young Justice and it's really cool.
But I'm just like, okay, so it's a Yara
I
Flor.
would be down for like a more Detroit, a Justice League Detroit vibe, where it's like nobody has a main book that you have to contend with.
Exactly,
You know
that's what I was
Give
thinking.
Nubia, vibe. Like go for like a more urban cast, even if you
Yeah,
wanted to.
because when we first started talking
Hell,
about Death
I'd
of
settle for
Justice,
Power Girl instead of Superman any day.
there you go. I mean, look what they did right before New 52. It was basically Dick Grayson as Batman, and everyone else was like a female version. There was Supergirl, there was Jesse Quick, Jade.
Yeah. I think if we like went that route and we just like you talk about diversity, and we have so many literal diverse characters, whether they're legacy or not, that we could actually pull that off and it wouldn't feel disingenuous looking at you. I am Batman.
Oh yeah, that's that Justice League. It's gonna be John Kent. It's I Am Batman. It's Yara Flor. Which I'm like, if we're gonna do like a different version of the Justice League like that, it's like
Don't do the mainstream names, even if they are legacy characters. Like I
it's all
said,
flavor. It's all flavors of the week. I'm like, I'd rather have Nubia than Yara Flor.
yeah, but
I
like
mean, maybe
I'm rooting for
maybe
Yara
not with
Flor,
those
but not
other
in the
ones.
Justice League. We don't know her.
Yeah,
Like at least Nubia actually has like a
yeah.
way longer history, and like this new book is really just knocking it out of the park. Honestly, that's why I thought that they were doing it. I'm like, we're getting Yara Flor in the Justice League instead of Nubia. Okay.
I mean, let's spin it on its head. Let's do Nubia. Let's do Power Girl. Maybe throw Dick Grayson in there. Mix it up.
He's too busy with the mess Bruce left him. Let's be honest. Him and Babs have to be mom and dad for a while before we can
True.
do that. So,
All right, throw somebody else. I mean,
oh man, I don't care. Pull
I
somebody
was
from
gonna
another Earth. I don't care.
I was gonna say, could Tim do it, or do we want to cause headaches and throw Jason in there?
Yes, a drama. We need drama. Character dynamics and drama.
Jason and Power Girl getting in each other's faces.
Hell, throw Roy Harper back in there too while we're at it. I don't care. I'm just saying, give me something different. Give me something fun. Everybody seems really boring and bland in that new proposed Justice League, so it's just kind of a shame.
Because I mean, if you want to do versions of the Big Seven, yeah, you could throw people in who don't have their own series I mean, Kyle Rayner's not in a Green Lantern book right now. Throw Kyle Rayner or somebody in there.
Bring back the White Lantern Corps. Actually, if we're gonna bring Kyle, I'm just saying.
Exactly.
It's just so many choice. Hell, give us Guy Gardner back. I don't care. Just do something different.
He's been very low key lately, so.
Just saying, not for nothing.
The fans have spoken.
They could give us Chip for a Green Lantern if they really wanted to.
There you go.
Different. But they really are afraid of those non-humanoid Lantern members, and that's unfortunate. I think that's where the cartoon really did shine, is that we got to see not the non-humanoids, and that was so much fun. So,
or it's like if you want a Green Lantern who doesn't have his own monthly book in the league, what about Kilowog?
Exactly. I think he's like probably the most well-known.
I mean, he's worked with Justice Leagues before. Yeah, why not? And he's kind of like a tech guy too.
Or summon Power Ring from the dead. Who cares? Brainwash him to think he's a good guy. I don't care.
Oh my god, no! I say War for Earth 3 seems like any crime syndicate's gonna be working for Amanda Waller, maybe.
Oh, touche.
New Suicide Squad.
It's a lot of good potential, but I don't think that Justice League book's gonna do the numbers they think it's gonna do. We need to go back to the literal classics or do something like Justice League Detroit. Those are the only two options you have. Stop trying to make 5G happen. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah. That 5G League, it seems like it's almost too many. It's too many flavors of the month. Like when you create the next big character, but they're cramming them. If they're all going to cram them in one book, it's like it's too much.
Like, why would I care?
You got to mix it up with some older characters too.
Like, honestly, I don't care about any of those new characters. No tea, no shade. So why would I read that Justice League book?
And again, if you want any of them, I mean, I don't know if you
I guess they think that's going to bring in new people, but I don't think it will.
But it's like John Kent and I Am Batman, they already have their own books. So it's like if you're interested in those characters, you're going to go to those books.
Yeah, not a team book. Like team books, like for me personally, like I said, like I always say, Avengers are co-workers, Justice League is family. We're making the chili at Christmas, you know, that whole thing. You're taking all that away, all that history.
And they would never, but if you really wanted a new Justice League, why don't you just take that team from Justice League Incarnate?
I mean, they're right there doing nothing. Just saying. Hell,
Exactly.
even make Justice League Dark the main Justice League team at this point.
True.
I mean,
I was gonna say,
Constantine will sell.
I mean, Incarnate, come on, you got your Black Superman. I mean, come on, Flashpoint Batman, come on.
Literally. They love him so much.
Exactly. They're going back to Flashpoint. Why not?
But I was very curious about why they were doing Trial of the Amazons. Like it just kind of like struck me as weird that they would be doing this.
So, like they advertised it, and I was trying to think. I'm like, really? Has it been? But I guess it is. They were like, what is this? They said this is like the big Wonder Woman event for like the last 30 years or something. Like we haven't done like a big Wonder Woman event since the 90s.
Yeah, it's true.
So what? War of the Gods? Was War of the Gods the last one?
Oh my God, was it? No.
I mean, it was a big crossover. I mean, because even like, I mean, when when Artemis took over, that didn't really cross over to anyone else's
think you're
book.
right. That's
It
so
might be
weird. Like I'm
War of the
so
Gods.
like not into like modern Wonder Woman since like New 52 kind of ruined it. And
Yeah.
I've been in and out, dipping my toe in it, but it's like I really want my classic Wonder Woman back. They have lost the plot on Wonder Woman, and it breaks my heart. But this seems fun. But it's like they could have gone bigger if this was going to be like, you know, we haven't done a Wonder Woman thing in 30 years. It seems very small.
I know it could cross over to other books besides Wonder Woman themed books. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems very small. But
again,
they've ruined the Wonder Woman brand. They really have.
But again, too, can you not go too big because we have so many different events? Because Death of the Justice League is coming up, and Dark Crisis, and whatever else
I
they
think
got.
they know that they've ruined Wonder Woman. They were trying to drum up like interest. And this book is cool. It's fun. They have a lot. It's too many cooks in the kitchen for me personally. Like I think that Wonder Woman works best with one person, one artist telling a story. Because so many people have an idea of who Wonder Woman is and what she should be and where they want to go with her. That conflict, as a Wonder Woman fan, when I read books like this, I feel it. I see it.
Yeah.
But it's still a good, solid story. It's just, I wish they would have gone. It's like kind of like at this point with Wonder Woman, you have to go big or go home.
Yeah.
And this is a very small story.
I mean, are they watering down the brand? Because I mean, we got so many characters now, and now we have 3 tribes of Amazons, and
Yep, we're gonna have to definitely reboot that at some point. But we keep Queen Nubia. That's what I say.
again, if they want to do one, I mean, we've done it to death. But if they want to do one of those classic, hey, replace the main hero. I mean, I want Nubia to replace Diana.
Yeah, I want Diana to find peace. Like at this point, I just want her to retire and find peace. Her and Trevor actually go off and have real Wonder Twins. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, start a real Wonder family. Like, why don't we have that? That's so weird.
I mean, you could have Diana be like kind of like Jay Garrick. She just comes out of retirement every so often.
Yeah.
Every time there's a
and
crisis.
Donna and Yara and yeah, exactly. Like, we need a whole book with just them kind of sorting their crap out, actually.
Or have players that Jay Garrick, and then maybe in a crisis you kill off Yara Floor or something, and she's like Jay Garrick. She's like, all the young ones keep dying, and they just keep dragging me back in.
She just goes, fine, I'll do it myself. I don't know. There's just like a lot of potential for Wonder Woman, but I feel like we need a new, fresh voice for Wonder Woman, and it has to be a woman at this point. Like, no tea, no shade to Greg Rucka. Like, no tea, no shade. I'm just over his writing for Wonder Woman.
I mean, I think Becky Cloonan's been doing a pretty good job since Diana came back from the dead.
And why did they have to kill Wonder Woman? Like, you fridge Wonder Woman? Are you effing serious? Like, it's just all kinds of weird to me.
I know, but they kind of had her going like through different realms, like Asgard and stuff.
I know. I read it, and I was not impressed.
I was kind of bored.
I was like, she's not Thor.
They kind of dragged it out too long for me. The whole
I'd rather
afterlife.
seen what Hippolyta was up to personally, but
Exactly.
I mean, that was a really interesting take that they actually didn't do too much with. I was just like, okay. The point of this was what then?
When Apollo took her place in the Justice League again, like when they killed her in the 90s.
Exactly. I was just like, 90s did it better again.
I mean, I guess this time they did it where it's like, oh, Hippolyta wanted to, because I'm like, Diana dies.
She's like, what's this man's world all about?
I mean, you fill that spot in the Justice League. It's like, why wasn't your first call like Donna Troy? Although we've kind of messed her up since New 52.
Oh, don't even get me started on Donna. It's so
Oh,
sad.
we might need a Wonder Woman special. They'll find her.
Patreon, get ready because I want to curse up a storm for that one.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Whenever we have so much to do after that damn worst superhero bracket. I promise. We have so much boob windows and long boxes.
I was gonna say you can't control yourself, because I was gonna say sometime like in the fall or something we could always do like a month, one episode State of the Wonder Woman, State of the Superman.
Ooh, yeah, I like that. Put it up. Put it down. Put it down, Phil.
Put it in.
Throw it in.
Oh, and you know what we could do maybe towards the end of the year, so we can be like, what happened to Superman this year? What happened to Wonder Woman this year?
What happened to Batman?
Oh, we have a place for that.
Oh, I know.
We give you up to the minute coverage on Batman. That unpopular character.
Amazon tier.
What? Oh. Speak about Trial of the Amazons at Lil's house.
Right on cue, bro. Right on cue.
They heard you.
But I thought that this is an interesting choice. Like I said, I wish it was a little bit bigger, but I feel like it has potential. Like, I'm not gonna knock it. This is the first issue.
Yeah.
Just I don't know why there had to be so many cooks in the kitchen. I'm just really confused about that.
Why? Because isn't it the creative? Isn't the writer from each book maybe?
Well, I don't think that was the best choice to do.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. This is just the first issue, so we'll see. Like, I just feel like they don't have an overarching like editor, like say a Spider-Man in the Beyond thing. Like, it just doesn't feel like that yet. It doesn't feel like they have a clear purpose just yet. That's
what I was gonna say. You could have a couple of writers, but they should definitely have somebody, like in charge of the whole thing.
So yeah, I don't know. Like, I couldn't even tell you who the main editor for Wonder Woman is these days because I don't care.
Oh my.
I don't. When do you ever hear me talk about Modern Wonder Woman?
I know. That's what I said.
Since
you were
the anniversary and before that,
I know
the movie.
Barely. Oh yeah, I know. They killed your enthusiasm. I know.
Yeah. So, but no, like I said, the Nubia book is what everything Diana should be, and maybe they'll take note. That's my hope. And hopefully this Trial of the Amazon gets more eyes back on Wonder Woman, because I know that main book hasn't been doing too well for quite a while, but she's literally their, front woman at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't do anything weird with her. So yeah. Hopefully they'll get a clue.
Why isn't Wonder Woman teaming up with more people?
I think after that Harley Quinn team up, they were like, yeah, no, let's never do that again.
Yeah, but don't do like a Harley Quinn team up. Do like a more empowering thing of women.
Her and Lois Lane on like a road trip or something. Well, they've done that before, but I think like her and Donna Troy fixing their relationship, or her giving Yara Flor advice, or her and Nubia actually just hashing it out.
There you go. Like her, Donna, and Cassie on a road trip or something.
Like, we have a Wonder Woman family, but it's so broken.
Or what?
It's so broken. How are you more broken than the Bat family? Jeez.
Or just do like some adventure where it's like just a team of women.
Like, I'm tired of her being the warrior, because her actual superpower is empathy. Like, she was an ambassador for peace. We forget this now. And that's what we have to get back to. She's suffering the same fate as Superman, and it is breaking my heart.
Come on, we had International Women's Day. Come on. I mean,
And Linda Carter had to be this. Oh my God. Shout out to Linda for never forgetting.
DC, you should have had a miniseries ready where it was just like a team of women on some mission. It was maybe Wonder Woman, Black Canary, Power Girl,
Even something if it was just like giving like aid in building houses or something. Like, jeez.
Yeah. Or just like maybe a one shot even. Like an oversized one shot for International Women's Day.
Well, hopefully Discovery can get it together. Maybe
They
they'll hire me. Maybe I'll put my application in. I don't know.
they so could have played up Lil, come on. They so could have played up International Wonder Woman Day or something. Something.
You think their
But we
social media person is sleeping at the wheel?
But we get 50 damn Batman days.
Well, don't forget, Batman shares his day with Harley Quinn now, so nothing's right in the world.
I know.
Oof. At least Superman still has his own day, but I still want a petition to change it to Adam West's birthday, which is just like a week later. But
I know. I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. I have nothing really against Harley Quinn, but I mean, it seems like we're pushing Harley Quinn more than Wonder Woman, and is that the
and that should tell you everything that's wrong with the state of DC Comics.
Is that the? Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do state of the some.
Like, how the F have we not had a Wonder Woman TV show since the 70s? I'll wait.
I mean, yeah.
Well, we all know about that horrible pilot. I get it. But that's your first mistake, was giving NBC a superhero show. We all know they don't do superhero shows well. We all know this.
Well, again, too, and they're afraid to touch the big three. But it's like, I mean, how long did it take us to get a Superman shit series?
Exactly.
A modern, Superman's not like a prequel or something.
Well, after they ruined it in the movies, they had to. So it's just like, after Patty does her trilogy, I'm hoping. Wait, even an animated Wonder Woman show? Like, how does Superman and Batman have animated shows, but Wonder Woman doesn't? Somebody get Tim on the line. We need to fix this immediately.
Well, hey, maybe if, like, the revival of this new Batman animated thing goes, maybe we could do with Justice League or something.
Specifically Wonder Woman. She needs her image and her brand untarnished.
Oh yeah, we're gonna work on this, little Hellfire, somewhere. Maybe like I said, maybe towards the end of the year, so we can review the whole year. Maybe we're gonna do a Wonder Woman episode. Maybe we'll do a Superman episode.
We definitely got to do a Superman. And Batman is just more of the same oversaturation, but we'll definitely do that too.
Yeah, right. More than anyone, I think Superman and Wonder Woman need help right now.
You're your Trinity, and this is how you treat them.
Discovery will work cheap.
I just need all the comic books 2 weeks in advance, a little stipend to buy the DVDs that I'm missing, which I don't think are many, actually.
I mean, I know everyone probably says this, but come on, Discovery.
I don't have really a lot of hope for Discovery. I think they're going to definitely tighten up the reins and really suss out what's working and what's not. So I Am Batman's probably, no offense. All the 5G stuff that they're trying to do, I think they're going to see the numbers on it and say it doesn't make sense and make them go back to the classic stuff that was selling. So everything, we're going to go back to pre-New 52 continuity. Mark my words, within the next 18 months.
But I mean, you're
explicitly back to new pre-52.
Yay. But we can go all the way pre-crisis. I don't care.
Well, all that stuff will matter, but I think specifically they do need to wipe that New 52 taste out.
Well, they've been working on wiping away New 52. I mean, tell me
like I said, explicitly though, like it never happened. It was all a dream. Psycho Pirate was behind it.
I swear, it almost seems like that at this point.
So yeah, no, it gave me hope that they're actually putting focus on Wonder Woman again. So
yes,
that's the most that I can say about this book so far. It's just issue 1. Really eager to see how it shakes out, but I'm just gonna let you know, I actually like Justice League versus the Legion of Superheroes more than I like Trial of the Amazons. So
oh my,
do with that what you will.
I don't know, maybe when we start moving on this Trial of the Amazons.
Yeah, it's a lot of setup. It was a lot of heavy lifting in this issue, so here's the number 2.
Oh my. But yeah, Discovery, come on. Lilith is like me. We've been reading since we were children. We've been training our whole life.
I literally learned how to read on comic books.
We've been training our whole lives for this.
I don't know. I'm going to take a look at the website and see if they have anything in my wheelhouse, maybe.
Oh, nice. All right. So should we get out of here?
Let's do it.
All right, kids. So next week, we'll be back to wrap up the first arc of the animated our Secret Origins Part 3. Yeah, Secret Origins Part 3. So another animated review next time, because it'll be a day later, but you're gonna get an April Fool's episode.
It's not an April Fools. It's a podcast from a multiverse. It's fine.
Yes. If things had gone differently, kids.
It's a elsewhere tale, if you will.
Will the fans be titillated, little hellfire?
I sure hope so.
Hey-oh. And then in 3 weeks, get your questions in, because we will be talking to Mr. J.M. DeMatteis about
The man, the myth, the legend.
his many, many contributions to Justice League. So, again, comics, animated. So, yeah, send your questions for anything for J.M. DeMatteis. And again, remember, April, it's coming, a crossover with Sector 2814, the Green Lantern podcast.
We threatened you, and now we're fulfilling that threat.
Hey, well, pretty date night. All right, kids. So, yeah, send your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Boy, deja vu.
Times 3.
Hey, deja vu times 3. All right, kids. So, yes, follow Unlimited Justice on Facebook, Twitter. Join the Justice League Justice Society fan group on Facebook. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Every episode we do does get a video. What are you going to do this time, Love Hellfire?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, my. So lassos up some
The gas
quality
prices are so high, you might as well ride a horse. Giddy
Whoa,
up.
my. Yeah, stay home and watch us, kids. Gas prices are so high.
That's the new pandemic, is the gas prices.
Exactly. I know. I love everyone's like, hey, forgot about COVID, right? Hey, man. Yeah, you can really social distance now because you're not going anywhere. Anyway, so yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Most importantly, please, if you can, please subscribe to the Patreon. Again, we're out here on our own.
Or, maybe Phil can put a Cash App in the link if you want to just do it directly.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I'm sorry, Little Hellfire. I forgot about that one for 50 different. Yeah, that works.
Don't worry. Mama will remind you about the money. Don't you worry.
I need the money. Gimme. Yes, I'll put going forward. I will put that in all the show notes, YouTube, podcast. So yes, if you just want to send, if you don't want quality entertainment like creator interviews, Mr. DG Chichester every month, because he brings the good mic.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
Or the superhero movie brackets to find the worst superhero movie of all time. Or if you don't want quality merchandise like Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks, mugs, t-shirts, phone cases. Yeah, if you just want to send us money for the hell of it, yes, I will put a cash
We'll
out
shout
link.
you out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, please. You put enough money. Yeah, we'll say whatever you want. Pretty much. All right, so yes, find everything I just mentioned all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. I'll have to put the Cash App link up there too. All right, Lil Hellfire. Speaking of people want to send you just stuff for the hell of it, where can people get a hold of you?
If you want to slide into my DMs, you can find me on Twitter @Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram @Lilith Hellfire69, and of course on TikTok, making all the comments on everyone's post @Lilith Hellfire69. Hello, Megan. Either do the 6 or do the 9, or better yet, do both. Put it here.
And we haven't done this all morning, so
Try to donkey punch me now, bitch. That's so appropriate for TikTok. Coming out of the bush? That was more for Man Thing March, but I can't wait to blow his mind.
Mind, kids. Because classy. All right, kids. Thank you for joining us again. Come back in 1 week as we come back just in time for another animated series episode review. Secret Origins Part 3. When we form a league of their own.
They're super friends. What do you mean?
And then in 2 weeks the multiverse fractures and we get a alternate episode. And then we get J.M. DeMatteis in 3 weeks. But until then, come back every week. Get yourself some justice.
Unlimited justice. Get some.
Unlimited because we never leave.